Ayo, what it do YouTube? It's your boy Alvin MB10, aka AMR10, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make the best Shai Gilgeous-Alexander build on NBA 2K25. Now for those of you who are familiar with this game, that means I'm going to show you how to make an elite two-way playmaker. That I say two-way playmaker, an elite two-way shot creator that's a bit of a playmaker and knows how to make tough buckets. Now, as you know, SGA is right-handed and does wear the jersey number 2 for the Oklahoma City Thunder, which is what we'll be going with just to keep it as close to replicating him as we can. Position-wise, he did start off in the league being a shooting guard, but has recently moved over to being the point guard, so we will be making this build as a point guard, and we will be putting the height at his listed height whilst wearing shoes of 6'6", whilst putting it in at his registered weight of about 195 pounds with a wingspan that, from what the internet says, he has about a 6'11" wingspan ranging between 6'11" to 7 foot. For the sakes of this build, I have decided to go with 6'11" just because it does allow for better shooting capabilities. Now, before we get into the skill breakdown for this build, as per usual, I do gotta say thank you for all the support you've been showing to the channel. It is highly appreciated. I would love to say check out all the previous videos because we have posted some mixtape gameplay as well as some other build videos, which if you haven't seen yet, do me a favor, go ahead and click on the channel and check those out. But if you're new to the channel and you ain't done so yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn post notifications on. We are trying to get to at least 2,500 subscribers by March. If you enjoyed today's video and enjoying to see more content like this, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button. Seeing as it's currently set as a build being a 25 out of 99, let's get at least 25 likes on this video. And lastly but not least, down below in the comment section, let me know any other builds, any other games, or any other things you want to see on the channel, because yeah, I do enjoy discussing with you guys, as well as generally, how many of you got this game for Christmas, and how many of you still really intensely play this game? But yeah, getting straight into the skill breakdown for this build, first thing to start off with, I'm gonna mess with the physicals. Decided to go with an 85 when it came to the speed just because this seems to be the best spot, especially when it gets slippery off ball at gold. An 84 when it comes to agility because again, this messes with some of the key badges, slippery off ball, as well as shifty shooter, pick dodger, and on ball menace, which will come through a little bit later. And then when it came to the strength, decided to give this build about a 72 because it does mean we get physical handle, physical finisher, as well as of course immovable enforcer. Just some necessary badges that later on will make some sense. And then vertical wise, decided to leave this at a 65 because even though SGA, like, he is athletic, but he's not one of the most athletic players in the league, hence why we did not max out his vertical high enough. Now, as you can guess, with a 65 on the vertical, that does mean we don't get elite or pro contact dunks on this build, which is why we decided to go with the bare minimum of a 73, which of course means you get bronze posterizer, which it does mean you can get some dunks as dunking on people. It just doesn't mean, the best way to think about it is posterizer means you can dunk on people, not where you're literally jumping over them and dunking on them. It just means you'll dunk through contests. Elite and pro contact dunks mean you will dunk on people, as in you will dunk through the body rather than just dunking it at the rim. But because we went with a 73 on the driving dunk, this was highly affected by the fact that we went with an 88 when it came to the driving layup. Key reasons for this being we wanted, of course, silver physical finisher, which improves the player's ability to battle through contact and convert contact layups, which if you watch SGA play, key part of his game. And we also wanted gold float game just because he does have a nice touch around the rim, which is why with gold float game, it improves the ability to make floaters. And lastly but not least, we could have got gold layup mixmaster, but I don't really believe that's a big facet of his game enough whereby I really want to mess with it like that. Close shot wise, we do improve this to a 74. This is mainly impacted by what we do when it comes to mid-range shooting. And then when it came to the post control, this was up to a 41, but again, this was affected by the ball handle. So as I said, the close shot was affected by the mid-range because we did put this all the way up to about an 89, which of course means that we managed to get gold set shot specialist. With how we set up our agility, it means that we of course get silver shifty shooter, and we also get silver deadeye. We don't get mini marksman on this build, mainly because as it says, we are 6'6", and post fade phenom, unfortunately, we did not get because we don't improve the post control high enough. Now, when it came to the 3-ball, SGA is not known as one of the greatest 3-point shooters, but he is known to knock it down when he needs to. So we decided to give this build an 80 on the 3-point. We did test out giving it an 83. However, that managed to take away quite a bit from other attributes that we needed, hence why we went with an 80. I currently run with a build that has about a 78 3-ball, and I'm shooting about 44% in the rec. So I don't really believe you need your 3-ball to be uber high. You just need it to be high enough they can knock down consistent jump shots. Now, free throw wise, we go with the 71 because it doesn't. The build needs to be capable of playing within the rec and the pro-am because this does need to be a comp build in a way. Hence, with a 71 free throw, at least if you pick a release that you're good with, you should be able to knock everything down. Now, playmaking wise, we did say the ball handle did affect the post control. This was because we decided to go with an 86, which means we get all badges at least silver, including ankle assassin, which I personally believe is a nice badge, especially if you know how to dribble. You don't need to be a spam guard, but you need to be good enough that you know how to basically get people moving left to right. Pass accuracy, put this all the way up to an 85 because it does mean that we get bailout at bronze, as well as getting versatile visionary, and of course break starter and dimer. I focus in on the fact that we get gold, dimer, and bailout and versatile visionary. I never see a situation where as a guard you should be the break starter, but hey, if you find yourself in that situation, at least you got it at a silver. Speed with ball, we decided to go with an 86 because it does mean that, of course, we get that gold lightning launch, which rounds up the playmaking to show you that the build can go one-on-one as well as playmate for teammates. And then, of course, on the defensive side of things, as this is a two-way build, we managed to get an 85 when it comes to perimeter defense, a 79 when it comes to the steal, which, of course, means you get silver glove and silver interceptor. And then when it came to the block, we managed to put this all the way up to about a 68, which means that we get at least bronze high flying denier. Now, as you can see, this does make this quite a bit of an elite two-way build when it comes to point guard, just because, yeah, you might not have the dunking capabilities of really banging around people like that, but with bronze posterizer, you know you can finish through contact, you can finish through a little bit of contact at the rim. The 88 on the driving lip, of course, means that you get gold float game, which if you find yourself in a tough situation, the float is always key when playing against a taller defender. And then an 89 on the mid-range and an 80 on the three means you're capable of spreading the floor. And the high playmaking and high defense means not only can you get your teammates involved in the game, but you can also play defense at a decent capability. Now, the players we do get in the shades of for this build happen to be Derek Harper, Tyrese Halliburton, and Austin Reeves. We don't get SGA because I'm quite certain this game still has him listed as a shooting guard. Plus, they don't have him within the NBA archetype builds. Now, as you can see, the name of the build happens to be a two-way, three-level shot creator, which makes a whole lot of sense because that is how SGA plays. I don't know why Tyrese Halliburton is here and Austin Reeves. I'm not too sure we can really say. I mean, he is a bit of a two-way, but hey, maybe that's just me. But hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, which if you did, don't forget to do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new to the channel and you ain't done so yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn post notifications on. And lastly but not least, in the comment section, let me know what else you want to see in regards to builds, gameplay, or just generally me playing any other game. But yeah, it's been your boy Alvin MB10, aka AMR10. I'll catch you in a bit. Deuces.